Ah, sure, okay.
Hello everyone. Welcome from the jungle, Scottish jungle. Scottish jungle called Roslin. We are here again. Me, Lucas, Thomas.
And it's me. I was just doing
Lisa.
live, but I didn't expect it that it will be so fast, so I don't know even if it's gonna go. This is like when we're doing improvising, it's like you are like, I think, I have problem to pause, so it's okay, we're gonna do it again. So, hello everyone, we are here with the whispers of the jungle, and in this magical portal, it feels like a portal in Edinburgh. It's called Roslin, and also this is magical place because this is the place where I was taken by by Thomas first time, and then I met also Lucas here because we was coming here quite regularly, isn't it? Just to connect with the fire and like all day long walking and discovering, exploring the caves and being with the nature.
Yeah, harvesting wild garlic. Yeah, there's loads of wild garlic. It's amazing.
It's mega for all of us, isn't it?
Yeah.
And the yew tree.
Amazing. So many very old yew tree. Probably 3,000 plus. Anyway, yeah, like me and Thomas, we start our cooperation here with running ceremony and working with start working with plant medicine. Yeah, that was our beginning. Not so far, like just there. Many years ago, and yeah, that's how we start our medicine path.
The wind is speaking, so it doesn't help us. So let's pray to the wind to just like, ooh, technologically we work on the technical as well to be heard. And we have the support of the fire today, the grandfather fire. And it's so beautiful that we can do it in the nature because we can feel it, the sources, right? And the elements and how it's moving through us and how it's moving through the body. So in the ceremonies, the different kinds of elements play a big role in the holding space for us. And I would like to ask you, what is your connection with the fire and with the elements, and how do they support you as a person, but also how they do support you when you hold the space for a ceremony?
Yeah, so basically you can connect with elements in ceremony and even without plant medicine, of course, just focusing on yourself and intention to connect with element. So for example, when I play didgeridoo, I feel like I'm connecting with wind, fire, and earth mostly, but I think it's all of them, all the elements are involved in ceremonial work, but as well in creating whatever you want to create. The creative process involves all.
Yeah. For me, yeah, like I working with elements, yeah, during the ceremonies. It's like taking the essence of the element. For example, when we're doing a track with San Pedro, I'm welcoming the essence of wind, what is bringing the feeling of lightness, and whole track is way lighter, way you can walk for way longer if you are supported of wind. And during ayahuasca ceremony, when it's coming with flow of emotional processes with passengers with me, I'm bringing the essence of water, what is helping to cleanse it and bring the flow. Of course, the essence of earth is grounding when it's time for landing and when it's time for stability. And as you ask for fire, yeah, it's guiding us in darkness. In the shop. it's guide.
And you mentioned San Pedro. What is San Pedro?
San Pedro is a cactus. It's also medicine from South America. Contain mescaline. What is like a traditional medicine from Peruvian, South American mountains. Call as a grandfather. Very powerful medicine.
Wonderful. So, and also there's the songs are part of life, and very often, mostly in all ceremonies, the songs also support the ceremonies itself. And there's like traditions, like our tradition, when people always greet through the singing, through the songs, and they also bring a lot of memories. And also, I found in ayahuasca, there's songs called Icaros. So if you could help us to understand, or what is your connection with Icaros, and what does it mean, and how they can support us in life as well. And I found it like myself when I sing Icaros, not always when I receive the ceremony, but they're part of my life. And then through the songs I can feel I can connect also with ayahuasca without actually receiving her. So it's create that portal.
Yeah.
I do feel like, and also I also understood that the sound also not only works in the physical body, but there is etheric body. So it creates that energy that it can shift and help us, support us in the very challenging also moments in life, or joyful. But it feels like to me, the songs like a part of life, and helps me to also reconnect with myself and help me to come back to myself. So could you help us to understand what is the Icaros and how they can support us, and how we can work with the Icaros? and how the songs comes to you as well, how they come to us, and is there like special Icaros for special ceremonies, or everyone can create his own song Icaros? Yes, all of that, if we could touch a little bit.
Yeah. So Icaro, it's basically sacred song of the plant which you ingest in dieta, plant medicine, master plant dieta. So back in the day, shamans would go into seclusion to stay in the jungle and drink plants, and then in the dream state or waking state, you would receive the song. Basically, it comes to you, and you feel like the plant is giving you some information, and suddenly the song happens. You just express the song or the sound. It doesn't have to be sung with words. Actually, very often it's just vibration. Yeah, so how it works, basically it carries the information of the plant. So it's like when you sing the song which you received in Dieta with one specific plant, then the energy of that plant or the consciousness connects with the person who's hearing the song. So in the same time you can do that for yourself, to help yourself connect. So yeah, sometimes I would see in visions how it works, and people also see when you sing to them. In a vision that basically you have different types of songs, Icaro, protective, healing, clearing, or connecting, harmonizing,
And-
grounding.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's yeah, there's different ones.
And mostly you sing Icaros during is connected to ayahuasca, or it can be connected to anything?
It's
anything.
connecting to life.
Yeah.
Life.
That's the magic of vibration of singing of Icaro. That we can use it in actually any situation in our life. For example, you just feel tired or exhausted of something, and you just need to hype you up a bit. You can sing the Icaro who are activating your etheric body, what is activating your physical body. Like the connection of that. It's it's bringing you like the extra power what you holding inside, and that's how we can use, for example, Icaro or singing or playing with our voice. Not only with plant medicine, but also like that's how we spoke before about elements. They can bring us, like the vibration of elements, very specific one. But that's what Tomek said before. The master plants, they when we on the dieta, it's very often they bring in the gift for us. What is a song, for example? What is helping us of deeper understanding of our lives, of our situation, and often helping, protecting, healing, harmonizing, and and bringing
So like,
positive vibration.
and there is like, for example, like special like old Icaros that we can learn from the tribes, for the Taitas, shamans, or there is just like because there is or like from, did you learn some Icaros from somebody, or like,
Yeah,
yeah?
I did learn from my Shipibo friend, but most of other sounds or vibration songs I received from plants doing diets, because I did few diets.
So there is
Once,
direct contact.
Yeah, once I received some song sitting on the stone in Sacred Valley of the Inca on the river. There was big stone, and then I was sitting there and just arrived. Some sounds they arrived actually here in Roslin when we were doing ceremonies. So basically you receive the song, the vibration, and then you just share it. It's about sharing.
The confirmation of the wind, yeah. The sharing is sharing with us the vibration. Indeed, because it's like something in nature extraordinary. We all can feel it, right? The vibration, but also often we are not able to receiving. And all the things I think is connected to Icaros as well. Or the medicine, how we can fully receive it, what can support it, like, because sometimes we still are not open, right, to receive it, or we live like we create too much noise around, so it's very difficult to receive the sound, the vibration, because there is no space.
Yeah.
So like, what is like your understanding, and how we can actually support ourselves to actually be able to receive, or because we are not able to listen very often, right? We live in very noisy world, and our mind very often is very noisy as well itself, so there is no space in it to actually to connect to feelings, emotions, yeah. And I feel like in the ceremony is part of the preparation, from my understanding more and more. It's like we need to, there is a way of preparation, and also to calm ourselves down and come as empty as possible. I don't know, this is just only maybe my understanding. So like, yeah, so maybe we could speak about that, how, what is your understanding about receiving, and how we can prepare ourselves for, say, the ceremonies as well, so we can fully embody that, and what can support us.
Yeah, the most important is diet, obviously.
And
So
what
you
is the
prepare
diet
the
like?
body.
What is the diet? How we can prepare ourselves through diet?
Uh, Basically, you reduce the amount of food in general, so it's like fasting, a bit like a mono diet, but you have a little bit more ingredients, and you remove fats, salt, and everything what's not organic.
And this is like few days, 1 week. There is, I know there is the longer is more maybe effective or more powerful, or there is it?
Yeah, it depends. Yeah, the minimum is 8 days recommended, but better to do 2 weeks
Okay.
first time, and then people would do like month or 40 days. But this is if you want to go deeper, learn, or if you have more complex problems like cancer, for example. Yeah, then you would have to do even a few months of diet, plant dieta.
And what it is, it's basically reducing the like, first of all, we are overload of information, what is, yeah, kind of attacking us from everywhere, yeah, like sounds of city, yeah, like a news or whatever, you know, like even meeting a lot of people, like if someone living in a big city, you know, you're just meeting like 1,000 of people every day, and they affecting our body, our mind, our sensory system. And dieta is of reducing this sensory, the time to stop, time to get the pause and get a break of it. How it looks like. So generally you spend like a week, 2 week, 1 month, depends of your needs, in the jungle, in the hut, with very simple, just bed, hammock, you know, desk, and you get like a food twice per day. It's you, plant medicine, master plants, Umisana, Hosacho, Sanango,
They're all coming from the
yeah.
trees, from the they
trees,
grow, yeah.
plants, bushes. But yeah, it's another big subject. So yeah, it's just those are just examples. But yeah, you have time for yourself, and you have time to remove from your mind that what was stuck there for ages, since your childhood, since your adolescence, and when you was grow up, and yeah, and during the dieta, also master plants help you to remove that what is not serving us anymore, or that was stuck in our brain, what was coming like with intrusive thoughts, or overthinking, or yeah, something that is not serving us anymore. So yeah, very important part of dieta is this cleaning and finding the peace and silence. And from that point, let's call it point zero, the plants has a space to talk. And that is the moment when they come with gift of Icaro, of the sounds, of those vibration, or of this melody, what is coming. That's how they communicating with us. But to do it, we have to stop. We have to come. We just have to reduce speed of our life to their own level, because we coming there to receive some gifts or heal ourselves. So they don't gonna chase us.
So we might face also a lot of changes, right? And sometimes it's part of it that our life also might change, our needs might change. Many things actually might affect. It's just it's part of the healing, right?
Yeah, embrace the change.
And the challenges that might come with it, because there might be some challenges as well for when preparing when we have old habits, we are so attached to it that it's so not easy to let go of it, and there we need to face it, right? This places within us as well.
Yeah.
We spoke about it a little bit, and that's why this integration process is very important, so we can embody the new body that is we actually. It's like sometimes it's like birthing, right? We are birthed through the ceremony. We can also let go of something, but also we can give birth to something, right? There's a different cycles as well that we might welcome.
Yeah. Yeah, you need to let go something to create new. Transforming, harmonizing, but it's a long process sometimes with some things.
So it might not happen that it might be just like the ceremony might be like because my experience was I didn't really felt it, that something changed within me and radically, I didn't found it, but I feel like I'm going deeper with that medicine. Even without taking, there is something happening. She's still working with me, right? So she might still, even after many years, she can still work with us, right? The medicine itself.
Yeah, it's like you are able to communicate with the plant, and it's like you are connected with them. But it depends on you if you want to.
Because totally, and the wind is very strong. It's like speaking to us as well, today communicating. And also it's good to welcome that silence as well, to process.
So you're like to stop the silence. One more thing about diet. In the process of finishing diet, that's what Tomek say. Like if you want to, you can keep communicating with that plant. Like communicating that plant can be with you and support you, like straight after diet, years after diet, if you taking care of that relation. Because also that's what we do in the jungle. With diet after diet, we just building up relation with another plant. How they call it, that's also like the plants are our brothers and sisters, and they just in a different shape.
Yeah, different body, but yeah, it's considered as just another entity in different body you can communicate with. And diet is the point of doing dieta is to slow down, so you are able to notice that the communication is there and it happens.
And after that, like after diet and all of that, when we coming back to normal life, whatever that means. But for example, we coming back because we have a job, we going back to the city. How we can support ourselves so we can still have that energy feel around us, because in the city it's much more challenging, right? To have that still vibration of the plants. We can do that. Of course, when you make a fire, when you go to the forest, when you sit next to the river, right, or connecting with the nature. But it's like, what is your experiences? So how we can embody that even more in the daily life?
Yeah, so coming back to singing, so this you will have always with you, in you.
Mm-hmm.
You just connect through vibration
Mm-hmm.
of your own body, basically. So you receive the songs and then you just sing them to reconnect with the plant and to bring back the dieta. And yeah, you just feel how your body vibrates and resonates when you sing. Yeah, it's all about that your body becomes like resonance box. So then that's why first you need to clean your body so you have space. So the vibration is cleaner, like with any kind of instrument.
And
Yeah.
and also like did you felt it like the plant or connection with the medicine it changed your way of understanding the world around you?
Yeah, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, basically it expands your understanding, but mostly feeling. To feel more.
So you connect more with the senses as well. Also, it's about the smell. You can activate more smell and feeling, but mostly it's like for your stomach is feeling, yeah.
Yeah, for each person is different. So with medicines, you need to know yourself. It's not only let's drink plants and it will be sorted out. No, it's not like this. You need to be working with yourself. Plants are like master teachers, like in Buddhism, for example, monks. So plants are like monks. Then you drink the plant. It gives you teaching, and you need to be responsible students, basically. Or you can be irresponsible student and everything will
Back to
lose its
your
magic.
normal.
You just disconnect anyway because you didn't work with your own mind, ego, or habits, desires, and you have to learn again.
Also, like a plant medicine often show us what we can remove from our life, like what habit are like not supporting, and during the dieta we can feel how we're feeling without of that, and it's only our decision and our responsibility if we're coming back to that and stop this process of healing, or if we accept that I'm not going to eat that kind of food because it's not serving me anymore and my body like I can digest it, it's not like I'm helping, supporting for me, and but to feel it, like that's medicine also helping to remove it, because a lot of medicine is purgative. It's cleaning our body, and or for example Kambo, amazing medicine, what show us like in my experience it show me how sharp and strong my sense are, like a smell, taste, vision, and hearing, how sharp they can be if my body is not full of toxin, and when my body don't have to fight with that toxin every day, and can put that energy into ability of this cathedral, what we take care of.
Yeah, because as you know, very often we have that expectation and hidden kind of expectation that okay, we're gonna drink an ayahuasca, we're gonna do the magic. Sometimes it's happened, but mostly like in cases and in daily life we need to do the work ourselves, and we need to like also support that energy, right, through our habits. So there is a lot of daily work that we need to do it as well, right, to support that energy and help to let go of reborn that new body that wanted to come to life or to say goodbye. It's time to go. So it's like, it's also thank you for helping us to understand how to work with the medicine, and it's a commitment.
Yeah, it is commitment. It's not easy. Yeah, you need to commit. You need to do yourself plant diets every so often. because it's like your responsibility
And
to
how
do that.
and how was it like your calling? Because when you why both of you felt it like why plant medicine, you know, and how does it become? Because there is many different tools that can support our inner healing, and then you are, you know, from healing yourself, you are now holding the space for others, right? So it's like there is a journey, and how does it happen that now we are holding space for others, and what does it mean for you?
What does it mean for me to hold space for others?
Yes. And what is the journey, you know, from your own healing, and why you actually choose, or the plant medicine chose you? Do you felt the calling, or do you how it's happened? The first time you have contact with ayahuasca and plant medicine, not in Peru, also in Europe, right?
Yeah, I
Different
did
kind
before.
of plant, yeah. And so how does it happen, Tomek and Lucas, that actually when
I
the
think
journey began?
we were talking a little bit about this last time,
A
no?
little bit.
Yeah. For me, it started from
From
cannabis, yeah.
yeah, yeah.
But then, so when I was 18 or 19, then I already started experimenting with psychedelics, and then starting to explore other plants and as well plants from Amazon jungle. And I bought two plants already back in Poland. Yeah, I lived in Poland, and my immunity was weak. Basically, I just all the time sick and blocked nose and allergies. And I was looking for some natural ways of helping yourself because doctors didn't help. And I ordered some plants from the jungle. So one was it's called Unia de Gato, other Pau d'Arco.
Ooh, I never heard that.
No, it has got different names in English, Wilka Kora or
Cat.
Okay.
Cat's Claw. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and I was drinking it, and I could feel like it helps me.
Okay.
And only years later, when I went to Peru, the local people and shamans told me that this is master plants, that this is plants you diet, and they teach you and they heal you. But I didn't do that with dieta, so you know the effects, the healing couldn't happen back then. Yeah, so then so that was my first contact with Amazonian plant medicine, and only a few years later ayahuasca, when I was ready to do it.
Okay, so you really took the time for actually, like, step by step and slowly to prepare yourself as well, right?
Yeah, you just feel when you are ready, and step by step.
And how does it happen that now you are holding space for others? Because you felt the calling, or it was like initiation, the plant medicine called you and initiated? Because there is also, initiation is part of the ceremony, right?
Both. So initiation and the calling. Yeah, I felt the calling to, because I was always a bit like, how do you call it? What was the word?
Someone?
No. This
Like a special?
space
Okay.
floaty and think in a different way.
Very zen.
Yeah,
Zen.
you could call it then. I'm like, just floating around. Like my thinking is different. It was always different. And then I was like, what can I do with my life? And how it aligns with what I like to do and what I feel I would like to be doing, exploring. And then I always felt that because you can feel when and where to go, when the timing is right and where to go. And I always felt to go to Ecuador and just try this life there. I mean, see how the life happens there, and just do ceremony with local shamans. Yeah. Yeah, but first I went to Poland because I was like, maybe instead of just going deep instantly and paying a lot of money and stuff and just going straight to the jungle into unknown, maybe first I will do that in Poland, and I did that in Poland, and it was basically in ceremony to stop procrastinating, go to Peru. Go to Amazon jungle, yeah, that was the... And months later I went to Amazon jungle. And then I felt like this feels like home.
Yes.
Yeah, it felt like home basically. Because the music of the jungle and
The
the way of
vibration.
life.
Yeah.
Yeah. So way of life for me it's there. It's slow. Yeah.
Yeah. In my it was a bit different. I mean, like a possibly similar age. I was like a 19, something like that, and I got my first out-of-body experience and exploring the dreamlands in the way that no one around me, when I was talk loud about that, no one understand me at this moment, and no one know what's happened to me, like in my community, my circle, and it was gave me way of thinking that there is something more than just word of matter, and yeah, that's how it started. After that, I also understand like why those out of body experience was happening, and yeah, and it was just confirming that okay, so there is something more than just that what I can touch. And yeah, like the plant medicine was coming after a few years, and on my first solo ceremony with mushrooms, I had the same experience as when I was teenager, and I will start exploring that moment, that things. It will give me like a more curiosity and want to go deeper into that. Yeah, so that was my early 20s, and after that I met Tomek with didgeridoo in the forest, and yeah, like both of us we have something like a very similar didgeridoo in the forest, and yeah, I say like, oh, like people with didgeridoo, and yeah, and that was also gave me like another point of view. What is the plant medicine, potential plant medicine? Yeah, and that was also like starting my own healing processes, my own understanding of life deeper, and my schemas, my how is called, like patterns, yeah, like my patterns, and yeah, how I can maneuvering in that life, and what I can remove, what I can add, what is support me, what is not. Yeah.
And how does it happen that now we are holding space for others? Like, do you feel like it was also like as an initiation or calling, or?
So I get that my strongest calling was from Muhammad Herwane, from Amanita Muscaria. It was coming to me in dreams, it was appearing in life. Yeah, and many years ago, I was collecting my first fresh mushrooms, dry them, like prepare them, and start working with them. Yeah, and the calling and initiation was on the mushrooms, on Amanita muscaria. And yeah, like during that time, yeah, we was working just like with very small circles with our close friends, you know, like I think we just, me and Tomek, we just have like some kind of strange ability to do that. Like I mean, like at holding space, maybe not strange, but yeah, like at that.
It's happened just natural, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
naturally.
And I would say like it's hard to get out of space, you know, for me. I'm always like my one leg is always on the ground, and that's very important in the holding space during the ceremony. That you have to be aware of what's happened around and how to communicate with passengers, with other facilitators, with yourself also, with plant medicine, and yeah, that's this other leg helping with it, what is not grounding. Yeah, and and with ayahuasca, with Peru, basically I'm usually not saying no to opportunities in my life. Like when I see something, like when the opportunity coming to me, and I feel it by my heart, by my mind, you know, like I have this coherent connection to do it. It just no discussion, like just do it. So yeah, it was also many years ago. Yeah, my first ceremony was in here in Scotland, and the message was also clear that if you really want to work with ayahuasca, go to Peru, and September, October, 2 months after that, Tomek called me that he's taken care of one center in Peru, and he's asked me if I want to come to help. And decision was like that, yeah. Yes, yes, like of course, man. So yeah, that's how it started with ayahuasca and in holding space. Like that was big lesson for me, you know, another level of kind of progress in my understanding and working with plant medicine. Also the dieta and holding space and taking care of the passengers. Yeah, very big lesson, and many difficult experience would just, you know, like make me softer and harder at the same moment, same time.
Because we spoke about how the medicine can support us, and is there any that we might be careful? For example, emotion, how we can actually medicine stop, like to work on us? Because I feel like, you know, sometimes fear and negative maybe thinking might not support the medicine itself, right? Too much fear, it can. Is there anything that can like block the medicine?
Yeah.
Like, and also like, yeah, so maybe we can also talk about it a little bit. Our emotions, or mostly?
Emotions, mind. Emotions are just there, you are experiencing. I don't know actually, to be honest, which it's like a flow, no? Energy flow, and so if you are identifying yourself with emotion, it's through mind, or no? Yeah, I think it's through mind. Yeah.
No, yeah.
So then the mind can block you. And emotion is just there, you are experiencing it, and medicines help to experience them on a deeper level and release, remove, bring, and feel how it works in your body, what brings, what kind of experience brings, or thinking, what experience brings joy, for example. What kind of decisions bring sadness or anger or whatever else, which is always based on your decisions. No? So yeah, so there is also the dark side and the bright side of your own psyche and reality. So what decisions can create darkness in your life? What decisions do the opposite? And the fear of any, you can have fear of good experiences and also fear of bad experiences, but embracing it all, I think, being able to just experience this.
And the breath, like and the songs, again, it can support, right, the process, like the ceremony. That's why it's also important. I know many people that taking the plant medicine, microdosing and all of that without any support, but I feel like it's very important we have still somebody that holds the space for us, because energetically even, right? Like
Yeah, I know if you, yeah, you can even with microdosing, you can go too far and create some problems for yourself if you do it improperly.
so you don't recommend really to take plant medicine, like experiment on your own? What is like? What is
No,
your
I'm not saying that.
No, you're not saying that.
But I'm
Exactly.
saying-
What is like? How is the safe way of working? If we're working on ourselves, we can work like. Is there any way that?
Safe way. So it's always, I would say, always to be respectful. Yeah, you need to be, you need to respect yourself and the plant, the medicine, which is always the same diet, focus.
Yeah, also like that's what also blocking, often blocking the effect of plant medicine. It's other substances.
Okay.
It's like a mixing medicine with, like with drugs, or like a mixing with alcohol, with, for example, like on my example, before my first ayahuasca ceremony, I was stopped smoking weed for 2 weeks and never come back to that. But after experience of running ceremony, I see how it's affecting experience of passengers, like when they keep smoking or they stop smoking for just 1 day and come back to that pattern. But
And-
yeah, like also I'm not recommended, but yeah, like the psychotropes also like blocking the affection of plant medicine. Yeah, like a sugar, like a processed food. That's also like a drug. So
But often, like during before the ceremony, where I was offered tobacco, hape. So it's like, what is actually, is that might support the ceremony itself, plant medicine ceremony, or because even the tribes very often like they offer the taitas and some shamans as well. They do offer.
No, it depends on tradition. So, for example, Shipibo, they don't work with hape.
but they work with mapacho.
Yeah,
With smoking.
Okay.
but it's rare.
Tobacco.
On rare occasion, they would give
Okay.
mapacho tobacco for you to smoke, but it's mostly when you are doing longer work
Yeah.
and there is relationship there. But they don't have this way of just doing mapacho for passengers.
And also, do you see like there is a danger working with the plant medicine? Are they can be addictive in a way?
But there is danger. Yeah. So the danger basically is it's becoming popular, and when there is few dangers actually. What specifically are you asking about addictive?
Yeah. Anything that you feel like is important, addictive, but also an other that we need to be mindful, because not many people speak about it. It's not like danger, but it's grow the mindfulness, right?
Precautions.
Precautions, yeah.
So tobacco can be addictive, for example.
Yeah, like wrapper.
Yeah.
Wrapper contain mapacho. But also that's what they offer you, like a before ceremony. It's very helpful, like for example, to back to your core, back to your point zero, and bring, like I said, the ayahuasca with clear mind. But in overuse, yeah, it's like a pure addiction as nicotine addiction. Like
Yes, we're gonna move the
Yeah.
a little bit. Sorry for the background, but yeah, to keep the grand fire alive with us.
maybe like that. Okay, we come back to this object in a second. Yeah.
And this is also part of the ceremony, right? Looking after the fire, looking after people, looking after the.
Yes.
It's part of the ceremony. Oh, nice.
So yeah, like one of the danger is psychosis.
Psychosis.
Yeah, psychotic experience.
Psychotic episode.
Episodes. Yeah.
And they might affect us for long, even maybe for life, right?
Yeah. So you need to. Yeah. So it's all about being honest.
That's why the holding space is also so important, right? And preparation of the medicine, as we spoke before, and
Yeah, and also
Yeah.
integration after.
integration after.
But also before you need to be honest with yourself why you are doing it. And yeah.
And is it that intention is part of it as well? Like it's good to have intention for the ceremony.
Yeah. Yeah, why you are doing it. Am I doing it because it's popular? Because it's becoming popular? Because I don't know.
Inflate my ego. Or
Donald Trump did it, so I'm gonna do it. Yeah, you can have your ego inflation. So some people have this God complex,
yeah.
that they think they are God.
But also, like it's coming sometimes fear of death. Very often you can experience like ego death,
Yes.
what is very similar, like that you believe that you're dying, and if no integrated, that experience can be traumatic. So yeah, it can block you for working with medicine for years. But in the positive way, it can prepare you to death and to enjoy life. And,
So also it's how we respond on it, right?
Yeah,
That connection.
yeah. So basically, you can experience trauma. You can have PTSD from plant medicine or any kind of psychedelics if you are doing it in a wrong way. And then, yeah, that's what you said. It depends how you approach it, the experience itself. So it's good to give it a time. You don't want to judge it in the beginning. You just want to observe.
So if somebody is coming to your place, what it can experience and actually what you offering.
It depends. Yeah, it depends on person, what person wants. That's why, yeah, you need to know why you are coming to our place, and then we are talking before about it, and mostly we recommend doing a plant diet. Yeah, if you are coming only for.
So if somebody is interested in the deeper work, it can contact you through the website. It can email you,
Yeah.
WhatsApp you, and arrange.
the visit. And yeah, like before, like we also always checking like what you're coming with, and yeah, like what is your intention, what is your health stage, and that's also important. Of course, like at diet restrictions, and we always recommending to prepare your daily life to to have a break from your daily life, from your daily stuff, to that you will be able to clean your mind and not be, you know, coming back to okay, I have to work, I have to put like the emails or whatever, you know. So yeah, like to give yourself like this 2-3 weeks, you know, of pause, of break.
Is there any other offerings at the moment at your place?
So at the moment we have plant diets and retreat happening in November.
So if anyone also would like to organize some plant medicine or retreat, it also can contact you, right?
Yeah, yeah,
And,
feel free.
and you also mentioned that you also support the voice opening and some work with the voice and
That's also like a very nice big subject of voice workshop, voice opening workshop, as it's bringing the group closer when we're doing something like, for example, also like when it's group exercises and or working with our voice, because it's breaking this ice of being shy or shame of your voice, for example. And during the workshop you can open up to yourself, to people who are gonna be with you in these processes. And it's kind of cementing the group. And
And on the retreat, you also not only receiving the plant medicine, but also you have a chance a little bit learn about plants itself.
Yeah, obviously you can learn about loads of plants. There is loads of plants on our land, but also walking into the jungle, learning
And also
about
experience life in the jungle is something very like being with the nature and all of that beings and the birds, and it's something.
surround of those vibrations.
It's changed the frequency indeed, and it's from my experiences, it was very difficult to come back, because when I felt it, it's like, oh my God, this is not really happening. It's like,
Another confirmation from this.
yeah, it's like that. It's like, because this is like frequency, right? It's very, and I feel like I never had much experience plant medicine. Maybe with mushrooms, no, not in the jungle, but I felt it like it helped me to connect easier with the plant medicine itself, and my body responded. But it can happen anywhere, of course. It's just the vibration is very. It's even hard to describe, right? So if you want to feel the jungle and the vibration, the frequency of the jungle, I think the Lucas and Thomas place with the Whisper of the Jungle, it feels like the beautiful opportunity to do that as well, and meet the also local people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Local people are amazing. Yeah, I love Peruvian vibe.
And they're showing us how life can be easier, even if you don't own so much, you know, and you can still be happy and
so exactly. So what surprised you when you went for, like when you start living in Peru and in the jungle? Is there anything that surprises that you actually you found it like different than in Europe, or something that was like a different way of course of living or stuff? But anything that the squares are playing around. We have a monkeys here as well. There was anything that really like it's catch you, like, it's like, this looks exotic, this is totally different, the life approach, or it felt like at home straight away when you arrived there?
For me, it felt like home. I'm like, finally I'm with people who are like my vibe.
finally someone who don't really rush.
No rush, but also this way of thinking.
Like lay back.
Yeah, laid back, but you know, it was years ago, so I need to go back. Especially with sitting with shamans, I'm like, yeah, like you don't need to talk so much with she people, and it's like my vibe that sometimes I don't feel like I need to talk, and I just sit with someone and it's enough, no?
Yeah, this is also beautiful because like in the ceremonies, like many people different respond on the medicine, right?
Oh yeah.
Like so, it's also interesting that some are going to more zen and some are more expressive as well. But in our culture, like we are not really silent. We are meant to like we feel like when we are quiet, something is wrong, right?
But that's also like what Tomek say. For me, it's also like a very good sign when I met someone
Yes.
and we are silent. We
There
not
is no
talking,
need for talking.
and
Yeah.
there is no this awkward silence, you know, and that bring me that okay, that I like this person, I like this human being, and yeah, like that's also happen in Peru very often. You know, you can just be there and no one expecting nothing from you to keep talking. You know, like to jump to another subject. And
Entertaining
yeah,
anyone,
yeah.
yeah.
And they also giving the space for you to express yourself. Like
And I think
when you
that
just when you get the subject, when you start the subject, you know, like they give you the space to express, and they don't rush you for another one. You know, like also talking with the Peruvian people, it's slower and it's got like this vibe of nature. They have time and
Slower, and they don't get. I think they don't project so much on you.
They accept you more, you think, as you are?
Yeah,
That this is as you are, and that's
more
it. There is no
natural,
like.
more authentic.
And I think like they also have very good sense of humor, right?
Yeah.
It's also important. Like
Yeah.
it's like, haha.
man woman orientated.
Yeah, it's more like this.
Ah,
Yeah, it's cool, no?
yeah. Oh my God, the jungle is calling. It's like just
Yeah,
so
I would
strong.
love to go there tomorrow. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go tomorrow to
Yeah,
jungle.
we spoke that
Vamos.
last time. Vamos, vamos. Is there anything that you feel like it would be nice any message that you have for those who listen to us? Anything that you feel it's coming to you right now? We can just dip into the a little bit with our breath and see what it comes out. Is there anything?
I would say, yeah, don't push it. So yeah, take your time. Patience is the key.
And learn how to enjoy your life before you face the end of it.
And what is the end?
I mean, like at the end of that life, you know, that life what you have now. What I mean, like yeah, just learn to enjoy it before you just, you know, you will have like the last week, for example. So yeah, every day.
Every day. Thank you so much. It's such a beautiful timing that we met here again, and we are able to share the message as well to those who listen us, who are willing to listen and are patient as well to stay with us and listen. And hopefully you found it that very helpful as well to you understand, because it's very basic. The way we spoke about things is very basic because it will take hours, isn't it? Like to go deeper and deeper and deeper into topic of the medicine because it's
Yeah.
huge.
Yeah.
So we just like spoke very briefly about things, but I feel like the best way is to be with the plants, isn't it?
Yeah,
To
of
be
course.
with the fire, you know. Then you can like sit for hours, and it takes time, as you said, Tomek. It's like we need to find this time and space to actually reconnect it. So it's not fast ride. It's maybe it feels like it's fast ride, but then you're actually realizing it's like, woo, actually it's not that fast as I thought so. Also, it's that integration process as well. It's like that. So beautiful. So sometimes whatever takes longer, it's more powerful and it's more valuable as well at the same time. Yeah. It's not always the case, but yeah, the rushing really doesn't help from my own experience as well. But it might activate something within us, the
Yeah.
deeper calling to reconnect with the medicine
Yeah.
and people as well,
Yeah.
and the land and the nature. I think it will be beautiful to close with some sound, and we see if the Icarus will come or not. Would you willing to play for us as a closing?
To play didgeridoo.
Sound.
Yeah. Well, we can try.
Yeah. Thank you.
This one?
Gracias, gracias, dziękujemy i pozdrawiamy.